I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
Hey, there it is. It is time for Happy Hour, the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigar, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
That is August Gitschlag.
That's Matt Fox over there. Good to see him. And a special guest, returning guest.
Thank you very
our buddy
much.
George Munger. George, how are you?
I appreciate it. Always
George.
happy to come on the happy hour.
Yeah.
Well, we're broadcasting from beautiful St. Clair Shores, or as my father calls it, Roseville by the Sea. And we are joined by George is a St. Clair Shores legend. So
I love Roseville.
I
by
would
the
say
sea.
legend.
oh yes, you are. You're a pillar of the community, my friend.
That nautical mile is like right over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the
naughty
other way.
mile?
Yeah, the naughty
It's-
mile.
It's
The naughty
naughty.
mile?
That way.
It's the naughty mile. All right.
Remember DJing at Waves?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then the other bars on the water. Oh, good Lord.
I can't even keep track of them now. I don't know what
I know.
named what anymore.
It's we're
And I
brownies.
grew up
I used to
here.
be brownies. I'm gonna be
Yes.
brownies again. I'm on fire, and I'm somebody else.
Then you're Hooked, then you're Jacks, then you're
Matt-
Captain
Matt-
Jacks, then you're
Matt has got a
Diablos.
great story about watching
Oh, God.
watching one of them burn down.
Yeah, actually, it was it was like a number of different boats.
Yeah.
This was like 98 time frame, and I was on one of the boats DJing a wedding on the bow of the boat, and got back to the harbor at about 10:30, 10:45.
Was it the Infinity?
It was I believe
Okay.
it was the Infinity.
All
yeah.
right.
So we get back and we ended up going down to a local watering hole. It was like a rabbit or frog type place.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of the bridesmaids is like, "Hey,
Down a rabbit hole.
yeah."
Very curious
down
what
a-
that place was called.
One of the
now.
bridesmaids
Yeah.
actually was like, "Hey, can you give me a ride back to the harbor because my car is there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So-
Bridesmaid. Can you give me a ride?
Can you get
that's
your
how it
DJ?
all- that's how it
Chicken,
started.
wah,
DJ,
wah,
can you
wah,
give me a
chicken,
ride?
hit that,
chicken,
hit, wah, 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 wah.
Hit
Oh,
that,
yeah.
hit that.
Yeah, there it is. So George, what ends up happening is that her and I strike up a conversation. Seriously, nothing but true gentlemen, right?
Yep.
Engineer at Chrysler, very, very intelligent,
You don't have to lie to me.
way above my league. I'm not lying at all.
Way out of his pay
So
grade, yeah.
we're just talking. All of a sudden, we see this glow, and we look over, and the harbor is going up in flames, and there was boats just sinking into the water, and we just sat there going, "What is happening right now?" And this
That is it.
cop pulls up, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Listen, I was the DJ on the boat. This is the bridesmaid. I'm in a tuxedo. She's in a yellow bridesmaid's dress. So clearly."
Very
we were
nice.
at
Clearly,
the wedding,
you're
right?
looking to make children.
Yeah, right. Okay then. But anyways, yeah. So just a couple miles away, we watched boats burn down into the water. It was
St. Clair Shores
crazy.
is always an adventure, and we're at one of the best spots in St. Clair Shores. We're at the Wine Garden.
Mhm.
Tony Batu owns the Wine Garden in St. Clair Shores. And
Do you see that wall of boozes behind
oh
us
my
all,
God. He
folks,
is-
on the Facebook?
Tony is the greatest host, and he's almost like Arnold from Happy Days. He's like,
Sunday,
because he had to go home. He was like, he's like
1/10
Arnold.
of
Just,
Arnold.
He goes, he lets us in, and he like throws the keys at us and says, "Lock up when you're done, fellas."
I'm just glad I got to see him. I haven't seen him in a minute, so I'm glad
Yeah.
I got here early
Yeah.
enough to give him a hug. So
So the Wine Garden in St. Clair Shores, if you're in the Tri-County, Michigan, if you're in Michigan, the Wine Garden is a place to go for bourbon.
Especially on the east side.
Yeah.
on the east side over here,
It's worth
you
a
can
trip
drink
from
it
the
at
west
Butter
side.
Run, but you buy it at Wine Garden.
Exactly.
That is it. But it's worth a trip because he has they do a lot of picks and things. And Tony's like just super generous. I tell the story. I've told the story several times on the podcast, and I just came in and I wasn't a regular shopper, and I was looking for a bourbon and a whiskey for a friend, and he was so great. I mean, it was like it wasn't the first time I was in the store. But it was the first time I really was asking questions. And I wasn't like, wasn't FaceTime with him. And he didn't know, oh, you're a regular, lived right down the street. Cause I lived right down the street. And he's just so good. And he's so good. You don't have to be a super regular.
Oh, not at all. I send people in here all the time.
to
They
feel
have
the
best
love.
buying experience. Yes.
Yes.
I came here to look for something for my wife once, and he didn't have it. And I went to 4 other liquor stores, and the attention to detail here and the service you get here is second to none. Everybody else was just like, whatever.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope,
I'm not trying to blow sunshine up his ass or anything,
No.
but I mean, it really is true. He's good. Tony Batu is good people. He's a good man.
Yeah, I mean,
And he lets us play in the back.
I mean,
in the
what else?
backyard
What
here.
else has a selection like this? Maybe was it the Imperial? What's the place on 12 and the freeway? That's not even Cinco Shores.
Yeah.
They have a ton of stuff.
It's
That
a
place,
cigar place.
that place is a maze to get through it. It's a mess in there.
It's 3-story
Empire,
walls.
Imperial, something like that.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything else in town that's ever had this kind of selection, though.
Yeah.
No.
And not that I go to every liquor store in town or anything, but maybe I have over the last, 30 some
my
years.
wife is always afraid when I come here. She's already warned me that I'm going to freeze the credit card before you go.
No, just tell her you're with me. I'm everybody's get out of jail free card. I don't know how that works, but I'm really, really good for that.
I was with August. Oh, okay. You're good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. He's an
No,
upstanding
my
young
wife
man.
knows you.
Yeah, she does.
She'd be like, "That's not
That's
a
it.
positive."
Hey,
But when you're looking for something,
I might have used that card too many times then. Huh?
It's not Park Place.
Tony will have the answer for you more often than not. And I was looking for, we're going to get to it, Traveler, a new whiskey blend coming out of Kentucky from a country singer partnering up with Buffalo Trace, Chris Stapleton, and he has the Traveler. So we're going to get into
that
the
thing
Traveler.
he just did with Tracy Chapman on the Grammys was amazing.
That was
That was
I would say-
what was it?
that
song
Red
that he
Solo
did?
Cup was a hell of a tune.
Oh, okay.
No, different guy. Different
I
guy.
was gonna
Different
say,
guy.
that's
Is that the
different.
guitars and Cadillacs guy? Because he's cool. I like that guy.
So Chris is known for a lot of music, and we'll get into that too. But yeah, just enjoying the wine garden. So if you're shopping and wherever you are, find it, because they're great local stores everywhere. People listen wherever, so just find that local store, that honey spot. Know, it's people call them the honey spots, and the wine garden is definitely it in the Tri-County area. It's worth a trip from the west side.
It's I almost want to call it. It's a destination when you're in the area, just
really
because of the service.
Tony's like all into the mezcals too. So if you're into the tequila and mezcals, Tony's got your hookup on those.
Right.
It's not just whiskey.
I made sure
it's
I
not
went
brown,
next
brown,
door.
brown, brown,
Because we're in the back. I went next door to get the Sazerac. Has the Myers
Meyer rum.
barrel aged rum.
There's a
It's-
bottle of that over
it's
here too.
aged in Sazerac barrels,
Yeah.
and it's like $25 a bottle, and it's delicious.
It's gorgeous.
Huh?
It's very sippable. It's sitting over there if you want to.
Is it open?
It's open.
Oh
It is.
shit!
Yeah, I got one in the car too.
That's the only rule, right? It's got to be open.
It's got to be
It's gotta be
open. Yep.
Yep, that's all he's ever said.
You can't say we thought it was open.
Oh, I did that once.
Oh, see, yeah.
I did sample a
It
red
looked
breast.
open?
Yeah, yeah, it looked open. And if it wasn't, the stuff's meant to be drank. So I don't take it too
Hey.
seriously. So
Fair enough.
um,
So yeah, Myers rum. I might have to sip just a sip.
it's a great on the rocks.
All right.
It's delicious.
We have rocks. So
We
I
have
think we'll be
rocks.
all right.
So, but we're gonna try, because everybody had their welcome cocktail, and but we're gonna try the Traveler whiskey in a couple of minutes. Chris Stapleton, one of his big hits, George from Elite Wedding Co. DJs and a truckload more, right?
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best DJs in Metro Detroit.
full service.
He books.
Wait,
with me.
Three of the best DJs in
there
Metro
you go.
Detroit at the
There you
table.
go.
Right.
Sorry,
and
August.
just a decent guy. I mean, I was a great dorm room DJ at Michigan State.
And
So,
August,
I was
man,
rocking
get
it.
him near a jukebox.
That's
Forget
right.
about it.
I could
Yeah.
program I could program off my phone like nobody's business.
That's it. Don't pop that unless you're popping that off the
I know how to
microphone.
do it. I gotta get the.
All right. You're just getting the
Hey,
wrapper
this
off.
isn't my first podcast. Jim.
All right. Don't waste the pop, man. Don't waste the pop. But so
Yeah, Chris
George being
Stapleton.
a DJ, Chris Stapleton. What's Chris's big hit?
The biggest hit, of course, is Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Yes.
All right, but
I
here's
thought that was Jelly Roll.
All right, so do you know Stump the Chump? All right, here we go. Tennessee whiskey. Do you know who it was written by and who first recorded it?
I got an answer.
All right, hang on. I was trying to stump the chump here first, though. Tennessee
I don't know why he's
whiskey.
calling you a chump, George. I don't.
I
agree.
know, because I'm
I know.
being
I agree with
mean.
that.
I'm being
No,
mean.
I knew it wasn't written by him.
Right.
And I think it's an old country artist that
Mm,
originally wrote it.
it was.
So it's
Not
not
that old.
It's not Prince.
Wasn't Prince. Wasn't Prince.
I'm gonna
All
have
right.
a wild
Matt,
guess.
what is your? Well, you have a wild guess.
Yes,
What's your wild
Chris
guess?
Christopherson.
Mm,
Oh, that's
good,
close.
Good. That is a
but I
good,
think it's even
good
further
guess.
back.
Yeah.
This guy's probably from the 60s and 70s.
A little, yeah.
So is Chris Christopherson.
Yeah. Matt, what was your guess, Matt?
I was gonna say Prince because he's written everyone's shit.
That's a little off.
Who else? Who else has wrote like?
Well, Willie
written-
Nelson's written everything.
I
for
was going to
everybody.
say, yep,
Yeah.
Willie Nelson, but it's
Willie
not.
Nelson
It's not Willie.
and the Bee Gees. have
It's
written
not
everything
Willie
for
Nelson.
everybody.
It's
Engelhart Humperdinck.
It was written by a country duo, Dean Dillon and Linda Hargrove.
Yeah,
so
no.
Dean
that was my
Dillon
next
is
guess.
the one I was-
Yeah, no. But the
I like the
original,
Prince guess better.
the original recording, they wrote it, and then David Allen Coe recorded it and had his hit. It went to number 77. It went to number 77 on the Billboard charts.
Darling.
In 1981, across
The original?
America. Yeah, so
Tennessee Whiskey,
David
okay.
Allen Coe. David Allen Coe, that is treacherous water to be swimming in.
That's tough. He kind of got canceled, but people that like him don't really give a crap. So
all right. So David Allen Coe had the first biggest hit with that. Do you cancel Tennessee Whiskey because of
God, no.
David
No.
Allen Coe?
No.
Dave, he is like, that is like, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
All right, David.
Yeah, he's kind of tough to converse about and defend these days.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there's a nice version of Tennessee Whiskey to play now by somebody other than David Allen Coe.
There it is.
But I've actually last year I had somebody request, can you play Tennessee Whiskey, but can you pull up David Allen Coe? And I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. Okay.
And what happened?
You know your people. You know where
Normally
you're
the
at.
people asking for that, they think that's the only version, and he wrote it and he sang it. They don't know the history of the
Tennessee
song.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for
And
sure.
somebody else between Chris Stapleton and David had a hit with it. There was another.
Huh.
There was a crap. Again doing my research. But there was another person that had a big hit with it.
Was it George Strait?
Yeah, George Strait. Yeah. George Strait
That I
had
did not know.
George Strait had a fair hit with it too. But I think David was the biggest, and until Chris, George had a fair hit with it, and then Chris took it, and I believe was that on his Traveler album.
With
For Chris Stapleton,
Yes,
it was on
Traveler.
his Traveler on the
Traveler
Traveler album,
yeah,
and the Traveler album.
isn't he coming with George Strait?
I think he might.
He
be.
might
They're
be.
coming this summer.
He's playing
George Strait and
Ford
him.
Field.
Yeah.
George is playing Ford Field, and then Stapleton's playing like a smaller venue. He's headlining it
LCA.
like 2 days later. Like 2 days later, he's headlining a smaller venue. So I'm hoping. Here's my hope: is that Chris is in town for like those 3 days, and we can get him and come hang out on the podcast with us.
Oh, that would be great.
That's my mission. Not so much.
I mean, good luck.
Oh
It's
no!
a great mission.
Hey, come
Yeah.
on.
We just got to
we've
tell
had
him.
Eddie
Do you know who you're
Belfour.
talking
his,
to?
his whiskey.
That's exactly why I said good luck.
We've had Eddie Belfour. We've had Weird Al.
Carol Baskin.
We had Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
You had Carol Baskin on the
Yeah,
show?
on the Animal Talk.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh my God. Hell yeah.
Jamie
We had
knows
Carol
her people.
Did you
Baskins.
find out where she buried the husband?
Yeah. She's not quite the whack job you think she is. Really. It's.
The show really.
I was really hoping she would be, and she was not the whack job you're
No,
really hoping she
No,
would be.
she was very pleasant to speak with, actually.
Yeah. After
What
what she
we
went through?
had Bo Derek on the show. We
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
We had Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter,
Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
We've had who do we have? What
We
was
had,
another
Wow,
piece
you're
of-
really pulling them out, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. we had we talked to Caesar Milan.
They had Ming Chen on the show.
We had Ming Chen on the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ming Chen. He doesn't like me.
Oh, he
Hey, Ming doesn't like me. Ming doesn't
You're
like
in pictures with him.
yeah,
like
means he likes you.
He likes you.
Anyway,
Ming's the best.
I
Ming,
love Ming.
Ming doesn't dislike anyone.
No, that's true.
We can call him right now.
he was wearing something that was like you're no longer allowed in Michigan after wearing that. He posted some picture of something
Really?
and it was a takeoff on a Detroit thing, but it was like for a different city, and I'm like, sir.
Ohio versus the world or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I forget
So
what it was.
somebody
I
versus
gotta,
Or is it
everybody.
I'm gonna dig this up.
Everybody's ripped off that versus everybody
no,
thing.
no.
Believe in the
Yeah.
good types something.
All right, but did you pop that? You did.
I did.
All right.
I made the sound. Made sure the sound was on microphone.
All right.
So I got my little nip.
So the Traveler, Chris Stapleton partnered up with Buffalo Trace.
And we're no strangers to Buffalo Trace. We've consumed several of their several liters.
I love me some Buffalo Trace. That is for sure. So he, with the master distiller there, Harlan Wheatley, and they came up with a blend
Number
Stapleton
40.
And this is coming in at 90 proof.
90 proof.
Mhm. Bottled in 90 proof. Here's the different notes. All right, so this whiskey is coming from the Chris's website. It's a whiskey for everyone, whether you've been enjoying all the variety in the category for years or if you're just discovering it. Traveler stands up on its own as a smooth, sippable whiskey. Works great in a cocktail if that's your style, said Whitley. Especially if you've tried whiskeys and been turned away by the burn. We think you'll take a sip of this and you'll think to yourself, okay, this I can do, right? Because people, whiskey.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Right.
I
We'll
can
get there.
smell the burn.
Oh, but
smell
people
the burn.
now, because we were trying a couple of things off of Tony's shelf, and it's like everybody was hotter, higher proof, and it's like I like venturing down that road, but if I'm going to enjoy a whiskey, if I want to try a couple things, I don't want to blow my head off.
Right.
If you're going to be sitting in your hot tub
yes,
with a nice cigar and
Yes.
some whiskey, you don't want to blow your head off.
and so Chris says that this will serve you well for that. So guys, put it on your nose.
Actually, I'm on the Breaking Bourbon website on this. The mash bill is still undisclosed, so
Oh.
we really don't know what's actually going
And it's
on.
it's
here.
called a whiskey. It's not called a bourbon. Which I was gonna
and it says they're a blend, so you're not
it's-
going to get the mash bill because they're blending stuff together.
Right,
They're
right.
not going to be able to tell you.
All right, see,
Yeah.
that's
and I
why
have no
that's why
problem
we
with
do
that as long
this.
as it tastes
Well,
good every time you drink it.
but
you know?
it's coming out of Kentucky. But he's his hit song with Tennessee whiskey. He goes, I better not call it. Or probably is like, well, it'll poke the pooch if I just call it a.
Yeah.
if I call it a bourbon.
Traveler
Tennessee
They poke the pooch
bourbon.
off in, I think.
Traveler bourbon,
Tennessee
but-
bourbon.
See this.
That really doesn't have the
No, it
the
doesn't
ring
have that.
to
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. You got to stick. You got that million seller. You better work that angle.
I'll tell you that on the nose, it's nothing. You don't really get anything special out of
No.
those.
Considering the things that we sampled over there on that table that we had this little
That I,
half
st-
sip
that I
sub,
can
half
still
sip sub.
breathe. Yeah.
For that, this is 90 proof. It does not taste that proof at all.
Okay.
You're feeling more than 90? on it?
No,
Oh, you're feeling less than
I'm
90.
feeling less than that. Way less than 90.
Okay. All right.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
I haven't sipped
That's
it
like-
yet.
It's light.
It's very light.
Very
There's-
light
Well, and that's
there-
what he said. He said
Yeah.
it's not gonna blow your head off. People
That's
that
right.
are
that they talk about mouthfeel.
I got fruity.
right.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
I haven't sipped yet.
Yeah, they talk about
tastes a little fruity.
Welcome to the man cave. We'll be right back.
That's the name of my porno.
Mhm, mhm.
Tastes a little fruity. Because you can't say that's what she said anymore. It's not politically correct. So you got to say that's the name of my porno.
Okay.
Yeah. So instead of that's what she said, it's like that's the name of my porno.
I'm going to have to use
and,
that one.
And yeah, it's
So is that a real
not that
rule?
Not that that's
It's a
any more
real-
politically
now,
correct.
now that it's on the man cave,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
real
real.
rule.
It's
That's
real.
the rule. That is the rule.
No, that's actually
I'm
very-
getting the juicy fruit sniff after sipping.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
like absolutely got the juice.
Yeah, on the breakingbourbon.com
I just sniffed my
website.
microphone again. I just sniffed my microphone again. It's not a man cave if I'm not sniffing my microphone when we're out and about.
Yeah,
Matt and I do that when we do the remotes. I'm always like, I sniff the microphone. I
Yeah,
don't-
instead of sniffing the
I
sniffer.
know. I'm like,
Like Glenn Karen.
will I ever not do that?
There's
You will
a little
never not
juicy
do
fruit in
that.
that.
Mhm.
No, they're saying that the after it sits on your palate for a little bit, that's when you start to feel a little bit of that warmth, if you will, because it's just lingering back there.
Yeah.
And it's sticking around. I think that's one of the things that you are feeling, tasting afterwards, that candy feeling after it's been sitting.
It really isn't a burn.
No, there is no,
it is,
burn.
it
It's
is
just
a
it's a warmth.
candy aftertaste. It really
Yeah.
is.
Well, if I tried deliberately holding it in my mouth for a second to
Uh-huh.
see, and
Got a
yeah,
lot of practice with
when I deliberately hold it in my mouth for a moment,
And that's the name of my porno.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, got a lot of practice with that, Jamie.
yeah, getting
I think that's going to be said a couple times more tonight.
it does warm up.
Wait,
on
wait,
the-
wait,
on
I'm a
the-
little late, but
it does
oh, the DJ horn
does warm up on the tip of my tongue
That's why.
a little bit.
There it is.
There you go.
That's what we're looking
Yeah.
for.
little delayed reaction, but
Uh,
we'll get back to that. I'll keep it. I'll keep it
We got
tighter.
we had the bell. We left the bell. in
yeah,
the
I'll
studio.
keep it tighter.
I got to
next
put a
time.
bell in the remote stuff. So
Sorry, fellas. That was just easy. That was way too easy.
That was
It was all right. 10
you lofted
facts.
that softball up and you hit a home run.
10 facts about Chris Stapleton you might not know.
Number 10.
Coming in at number 10. Where's my list? I was going to try to do some
Wow. This review I'm just reading about is incredible. It says, repeat after me, Traveler whiskey does not contain vodka. Because the rumor is it's cut with vodka.
Really?
That's why it's so light. It's a light mouthfeel. It's like one of the bourbon rumors.
So the Traveler Tito
It's
doesn't
part of the
exist?
Sazerac family, though. It's Buffalo Trace and everything, and they have that new vodka. Yeah, interesting.
All right, this is from Country Living. Country
Oh,
Living.
we got some porn music going on.
CountryLiving.com. A little bit of info on Chris Stapleton.
Had to get the cheesy 70s.
There you go.
He's been married to his wife for well over 10 years.
Okay.
14 years. They met 14 years ago. They were working at the same publishing company, and he's like, "Hey, you want to write some lyrics?" Wow,
Okay.
chick go wow, wow. And he's like, we went out and we didn't write too many lyrics. So good on you, Chris.
Let's write some music in them
I gotta-
sheets. Yes.
Now this is very, very sweet. What do you think? He's got a song lyric engraved in his wedding band. A little dedication. It's more of a cheeseball song. It's not country, nothing super country. A little bit more, cheesy, very super sweet. You might actually sing it to your kids.
Friends in Low Places.
You Are My Sunshine. Yes, You Are My Sunshine engraved in his wedding band there. Signed his first publishing deal 4 days after he arrived in Nashville. He used to deliver pizzas. Any guess where he delivered pizzas for?
Domino's.
No.
Little Caesars.
No.
Hungry Howie's.
No.
Who else delivers
John's.
pizza? Jets.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
He was a Papa
You
John's.
gotta think of who's a
And-
national chain that would have to be in every state. And you can,
And he
we
still
go Domino's,
has
Little
his,
Caesars here right away.
he still has his employee badge. He keeps it in his medicine cabinet just to remind him of where he came from.
All right.
That's it. So yeah, it's just a reminder that how different things can be when you start working and thinking. In high school, he was a clean-shaven lad. He's a big, furry, fuzzy guy now. Are we doing porno? What are we doing here, man?
Is the pizza guy knocking on the door?
Did somebody order a large pepperoni pizza?
Do you want anchovies on that?
We're 12. All right. This was cool. I did not know this. He was the first artist to win Album of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year, and New Artist of the Year.
The same
all
year.
in the same year.
Wow.
That's a powerhouse, man. That's
Talk about making an entrance, man.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. The trifecta there in 2015, man. He rocked it. He rocked it hard. One of the songs he wrote, Adele recorded and had as a bonus track on her 21 album,
Okay.
which is pretty nifty. Father of 4. He's got 2 kids and then a pair of twins.
Is this still fact number
Father
10?
of 4.
No, number 10. Fact number
That's
10.
why he drinks whiskey.
He has not. I like this one. This one makes me happy as a high school teacher. He has not forgotten his roots. Chris went back to his high school, his alma mater there, Johnson Central High School in Kentucky, performed for the students and the staff, and he donated. Here's the cool part. He donated $57,000 worth of musical instruments to their performing arts.
Good for him.
department.
That's great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool
I,
stuff.
That's
I
really
like
cool.
it when they pay it forward, they give it back. You know.
Yeah. So Chris, pretty cool guy. So when he's in town and he comes and hang out, we'll talk more to him about that.
Nowhere near the 300
Think positive.
billion
It's-
that comes to town when
Right.
the Swifties come in.
Oh my
The Swifties.
Yeah, didn't he date Taylor Swift too?
Everybody.
Everybody's dated.
Who hasn't dated Taylor
Well,
Swift?
I'll put my hand up.
I
haven't.
guess I have to raise my hand. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I haven't dated.
But
Yeah.
I was into Katy Perry at the time, so it's,
There you are.
That was the name of your porno.
That's
That's right.
right. I was into
Yeah.
Katy Perry.
Did you like kiss a girl and like it then? Is that what happened?
once I did. Yes.
Okay.
Just once?
Yeah. This Traveler whiskey review on the Bourbon Culture site just hammers this stuff.
No, they don't like it.
In a bad way?
Yeah.
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 Well, and that's the thing. It's, everyone's
All right.
got their opinion.
So
right?
compared to, because it's coming out of Buffalo Trace, this is, in my opinion, nothing like a Buffalo Trace family.
No.
No,
Poor.
this one review says that they took everything they had left and give it a celebrity name on it.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, it's a blend. And you can
Yeah.
do that with a blend.
Yeah.
But it's very light. He said it took him like 3 minutes to find a smell on his nose in a Glencairn, sticking his nose in it, which is exactly what Matt said. I don't smell anything.
Really? I was smelling it straight up.
Bourbonculture.com. It's close to a grain neutral spirit, is what they say.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's a 4 out of 10.
Well, it's blend number 40. So
I mean, I've had blended whiskeys. I got a bottle of Michter's blend, which was much more full flavored.
There's 39 other blends before that.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they
This is
really
one
hammered
that's
them.
They hammer them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pros and cons. Lack of sweetness with every sip. That's one of their. Yeah.
It smells,
Yeah,
but it
get
smells
that.
juicy
That's what
fruit.
my-
It smells juicy fruit. Does it taste sweet? Is
Lack
there
of
sweetness
sweetness,
in it?
yeah.
This review is
After
mostly
it
a
sits there for
corporate
a
lynching
while.
of Sazerac, but it's what it really is.
Yeah. There's a decided. I wasn't getting juicy fruit on the first smell. I was getting fruit,
Mhm.
and a bit of oak, but on the first sniff. But once I've tasted it, and now I smell it. Now I smell it. I'm smelling juicy fruit like crazy.
So now this
Boy,
is intriguing.
you put it in your mind.
It's in my head too.
Is it
Yeah.
a blue dress? Is it a
Gold dress?
Gold
whatever,
dress,
yeah.
yeah. Or I love those. They say this is what it says.
The power of persuasion compels you.
Exactly.
The power of persuasion compels
When you hear this, you hear this,
Right.
and then after they tell you what you hear, yes, you do hear that.
If you're a country music lover and hate the words I've written, then I'll let you in on a little secret. If you insist on supporting that genre of music with your booze money, Eric Church and Jack Daniels did it better.
Yes. Well, there
And
you go.
that's
Fair
interesting.
play.
I like
Wow.
to dig
That's
that one up now.
interesting.
I got a church bottle we haven't cracked. I got
Yeah.
a church bottle from a good 5 years ago.
Yeah, you
we
do.
haven't cracked.
There's
And
a lot
you
of
did
bottles
try
I've
to-
called
Here's the
church
thing I
bottles.
like-
I didn't know
and to
they're
your
Eric
credit-
church bottles, but I've had some church bottles.
Yeah.
And
I
to
want
your
to St.
credit-
Jude. I mean,
I was an altar boy. I drink a lot of church wine.
yeah.
But to your credit, Jamie, you did work like mad to try to get Eric Church into the show.
Well, so I worked so hard to get Eric Church. They shut us out, and we got the master distiller for Jack Daniels instead.
Yeah, and that doesn't suck.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we got to talk to Chris Fletcher. So
Yeah.
episode I think 81 or something. I don't know. We'll put it in the notes. But yeah, it was cool. It was like I was trying desperately to get Eric Church as he was doing his second pick. It was his second pick.
He was the
It was-
assistant
it was-
master. He was the assistant
He
master
was the
still
assistant.
at the time,
He was the assistant,
but
master
has
still at
now
the time.
become the master. Yes.
Don't downsell it, Matt.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
I'm not.
I gotta tell you, honestly, I think that, like you said, like until you mentioned the flavor, now you smell the flavor. Having this bottle in this setting, considering what we just tried 15
Yeah.
minutes before it,
Yeah.
it kind of blows our palates right out of the water.
Mhm.
Mm.
When you got Elijah Craig, Rise, and all these great bottles and barrel picks here.
I'll
We
tell you
had a
what.
couple 130 proof things. We
yeah,
tried
we only. I mean,
before
we didn't drink them
started.
at this
Yeah.
level, but I don't think this is one whiskey that I do not think an ice cube is going to improve.
No.
Oh yeah, we haven't put any.
We didn't put any cubes in it, but it's so light already. I think
Right.
you'd lose it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'd lose it.
It becomes
It'd be like
gold,
drinking a schnapps.
It's a gold flavored water. Yeah.
It's like a peach schnapps or something, you know.
Gold flavored water.
So we're not
But,
going to get
I
any
mean,
sponsorship from
on-
Chris Stapleton now.
Well,
but
but on his website, he said, if someone's trying to sip, and the other things have blown their head off, then this would be the one. And that's I think maybe that was his goal, right?
Mhm.
so he wants women to drink this, is what you're saying.
But don't we all?
We got to start
Wow.
somewhere.
That's the name. Of
That's
the
the
porno.
name of my porno.
Oh, where am I with this? Like,
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Oh Jesus!
I'm 12.
Such a. We haven't gone down that road before at all these podcasts. I've not done the.
What?
That's what she said episode or the. It sounds like that's how pornos start episode.
All right. Well, as long as we're like 12 years old,
may
screw,
not have
screw
hit it.
Mary, kill, right? Sometimes we pull out a rating system. Screw, Mary, kill. So screw, you screw it around and have it out and about. Marry it. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna take it home. Kill. It's dead to me. So screw, Mary, kill on the Traveler for you, George.
I would.
Are you gonna take it home or is it dead to you?
I would take it home.
Yeah, you'd buy one
Yeah.
and take it home.
Yeah, I wouldn't marry
All right,
it.
I gotta. Well, no, marry it. If you're buying it and taking it home, you've married it.
Oh
That's-
no, I thought there were 3 choices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the other
screw,
one's
screw
just-
around, screw
screw it.
around,
Oh,
out and
I'd
about.
screw around.
Oh,
with
fair
it.
play.
Well, out and
Yeah.
about in public, not at home.
Not at home.
Okay.
Screwing around.
Yeah.
Call it strange.
If-
I don't
if-
know.
I was going to say, if you're going to
with
marry
the
it, I
other
got
women
another
at
one
the
out in the
bottom.
car. I can sell you.
If it's in
Here,
this
try
room,
this.
if it's in this room I'm in right now, that thing is dead as dead. Dead as dead can be.
Notice I said with the other
Bury it.
women.
Yeah, not so much. You wouldn't
No.
buy
Not
one
if
of
I'm
these to
looking
have
at
on the
this
shelf.
lineup of the bachelorettes over here, then no.
Yeah. Matthew.
Yeah, this can travel back to where it came from.
All right.
This
Here's
is
the
the,
thing.
senior
As
bachelorette.
a
The
DJ,
golden bachelor.
There you go.
as a DJ and a whiskey enthusiast, I'm glad I have a bottle to put on my shelf.
Yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
I don't know if it'll ever get emptied.
So it's there
Good,
as a
good,
conversation piece.
Yeah, there it is. Fair play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's this one that's never been emptied?
Here, let's blow the dust out of this one.
I
Give it a
even
try.
feel like this would be terrible in a mix.
It's one for
You
the
lose
ladies.
even more of it
Yeah.
if you mix it with like diet ginger ale or anything or
Let's-
soda.
Yeah, but if
You know?
generally when people are mixing, they're just like, I just want the.
Yeah, I mean, it's your Jack and Coke
Buzz,
people,
buzz,
you know.
yeah.
But oh man, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't
If
get the whiskey
you're not
burn
gonna
if you put this in a Jack and
you're
Coke.
not gonna make a Manhattan or an old fashioned out of it.
No.
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
wait
you know
on
what? You don't want this. Isn't
No.
going to be. You need some notes. You need
Yeah,
something strong.
I'm not going to waste a Luxardo cherry on that. Sorry. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm actually going to put
happening.
the cork back in it right now. Okay, guys? All right.
We don't need it to breathe.
No. And that's
Need
put
to
away.
breathe. Wait a minute.
Okay.
What do we have over here on the shelf, guys? Let's see what we got.
I tried.
You know what? Bring that Fox and Odin over here, August.
Great Odin's Raven.
Yes. Great Odin's.
It's I've died. I'm gonna
Is
get
that
a bottle
because
of the
it
great.
looks good?
Oh,
Odin's Raven.
it's actually very tasty.
99 proof. This is going to change your outlook on life.
It's a 99 proof, but I'll tell you what, it's got a different feel
So just
to
the
it.
taste is now shifted to Fox and Odin. The rule here at Big Tony's is if it's open, we can try it.
don't share
Actually,
that.
I don't know if that was a rule. I
That was a rule.
just kind of said
No, that was
that.
the rule that I was here when he said it. He goes,
That's
try
another,
anything that's open. I'm like, okay,
That's-
All
we're
right,
in.
thank you, Tony.
that's another
So,
porno.
thank you, Tony, for
If it's open,
if it's open, try it.
I've probably already tried it.
Okay.
Can I
I'll
use
take
this?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, it's not gonna.
I know. So I already tasted this.
I
fellas.
did.
And
I
I know
didn't
you
try
did
this
too,
one.
Jamie. And this is actually, I really enjoyed my opening cocktail.
This was this I had been because I've seen people have a hard time finding the Fox and Odin around. It's available in Michigan. I don't know what the price point. Matt,
I'm
do a
going to
little,
look it up.
Get
Yeah.
a fresh glass there, George?
I don't know what the
Sure.
price. I don't know what the price point is on this fella. But people were having in bourbon clubs. I belong to bourbon face space things, and people have a hard time finding it in other parts of the country. It seems readily available. I see it
Thanks, sir.
at our favorite stores here at the Wine Garden. I see it at our friends Keiko's. I see it. I'm 90% sure I've seen it at A&B.
So
Those are our three go-to guys.
Yeah, I went back sniffing around for that old soul, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, buddy.
So,
I just want a regular
I
bottle of
still
it now.
have a 3/4.
I want a
of that
regular
one.
bottle of it.
the
Try it.
MSRP at one of around this area, you're looking at about $90.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So it's not a bottom shelf.
What was the Traveler? Is that like a $50 bottle?
no
25?
Oh, I figured it'd be a celebrity 50. You know,
No. It's under 40.
under 40. Well, good.
It's under 40.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I pulled the receipt out, but I don't know what I don't know what Tony charged me for it. Tony, I want to do this. Get it for me. He's like, I only got one left. I'm like, put it by, and we're coming to your place. We're drinking it.
And these things were flipping for like $120 for all the
The
country
Travelers?
music. Yeah,
Yeah, no, because
You
it was
couldn't get it.
right now it's allocated. Because they're just getting them out and they're trying to get them out. $39.99. Like I said, under 40.
All right, $40. Okay.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, the Fox and Odin is actually, it's a blend of 8 and 15-year-olds
ooh, all right.
bourbons.
So at least it
Do not make a porno joke. Do not make a porno joke.
Oh, I got
you
a
already
couple.
did.
I wasn't.
And with that, you did.
And with that, Jesus.
That is the most sideways.
So let's try the Fox.
Okay,
and Odin.
the Fox and Odin.
You say a blend. That does say blend on that one, but this
Yeah.
one says straight.
Yeah, it's a straight
bourbon.
Yeah, but yeah.
A small batch. Doesn't even
Again,
say
I'm
blend
not
on
afraid
it.
of blends.
Yeah, this is a blended.
Oh, it
in,
does say blended for.
This is actually blended in Michigan
Perfect
by
balance.
Coppercraft Distillery.
Oh, shut the front door.
Shut
really?
the front door. Coppercraft Distillery.
Are we
does
not
the
swearing
blends.
on this podcast now?
No, I just
Shut the front door.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, no,
all right,
seriously. Coppercraft
No, I
Distillery.
cannot.
Get the heck out of the city.
Wow, we like the
Hell.
Coppercraft guys. And I don't know if anybody listens to like episode number 4.
2.
Yeah, and no, seriously, we had the guy from Coppercraft
I wasn't around
on.
then, so who's listening?
Yeah, no.
Dude,
But the rep, he was a chiseled, good looking guy. I was like flirting with him the whole time.
Yeah,
It was like I was just grossly flirting with him.
I've never seen Jamie with a man crush, and that was
It was
Jamie
like-
with a man crush. It was wild.
He's just that freaking handsome. It's like Henry Cavill, just a handsome dude.
I went and saw that Argyle movie over the weekend.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
silly.
It's all over the
It's
map.
silly.
Isn't
It's-
it? Isn't that like with the Golden Circle?
It's
Isn't
the
that same-
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
There's
like
some
universe?
Kingsman
franchise.
allusions.
Yes.
in it.
There's a after
'Cause-
credit scene that's straight Kingsman.
Oh yeah. And when because he takes her to a cabin and he's drinking bourbon and he's drinking Statesman.
Is
in the cabin? Yeah.
They make no secret it's part of that whole community. But yeah, I thought that movie ended 3 times.
And it should have ended.
What is this?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings?
It was way too long. 1, it was way
Way
too
too
long, and 2 was way too silly. And
But I do love me some Bryce Dallas Howard.
Sure.
I think
Oh,
she's wonderful.
Yeah, she was the director.
She
And
directed all those Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Yeah, she's cool.
it was
Yeah.
it's actually really cool to see, her father, and his directing and what he did.
Mhm.
And then a picture, next to that of her directing of the Star Wars Mandalorian. And
Yeah. I'd do her.
I'd marry. Yeah. I'd take her over the Travelers.
Matt,
I said nothing. I said
so
nothing.
it's like when we were doing the animal.
that
Farm
was
show.
on that side of the table.
The wife's not listening.
So
So
I know. Here's the.
But just wait till you get
No,
home.
I know. Here's the thing, right? I was like, I can say whatever the hell I want. Colleen
Oh yeah.
never,
There it is.
ever listens to this show. And then we had this girl, the Buffalo Bourbon Babe.
Buffalo Bourbon Bay.
And
Out of-
it's
out of Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
Lockhouse Distilleries in Buffalo. She distills gins and vodkas, but she like loves bourbon. She's got an Instagram, and she's a very voluptuous girl. I don't know why.
There's a reason she's pinned to the top of the Facebook page.
Yeah. The Buffalo Bourbon Babe. So we talked to her and we had her on, right? Guess what?
Who was
The one
listening?
episode Colleen decides to tune in for. The one with the Buffalo Bourbon.
Yeah.
She goes, "What the hell are you and Matthew doing?"
We're interviewing
I'm interviewing this distiller,
This
A lovely
from
professional.
Buffalo.
This person.
Who just happens to have a low cut top on.
She's a gorgeous girl, and she's really, really funny. She's
But
really.
I didn't pick out the top.
She's
Put
very,
it
very
on all
nice.
by
True.
yourself.
We don't
Very
have
nice.
wardrobe here.
Yeah.
would you like to lose it?
I'll tell you what. She was very well spoken.
Yes. She's
And
awesome.
she was so much fun to talk to, and that's what we were just.
And she,
convincing.
oh man, and she like, and it's like she's like all these bottles of like super allocated rare bourbon. She's always like taking a picture with them. I'm like, you're such a brat. How do you get those? She's like, well, sometimes people hold on to them for me.
Well, you see
She
this
goes,
shirt?
She goes, I gotta buy them. She goes, I gotta buy them. I gotta pay for them, but they hang on to them for me. I'm like, all right, that's a bonus,
Yeah.
right on. She's honest. She's super honest about it. She's great.
Yep.
She's
What were we
engaged
talking
now.
about?
The Buffalo
We
Bourbon
were talking
Babe.
about
Babe.
Fox and Eden, Fox and Odin here.
Just go to the to the Man Cave Happy Hour Facebook page, and it's the first thing you see.
It is. I gotta pay. I gotta.
It's pinned to the top for a reason.
I didn't do that.
Look, I got to talk to pretty girls. It's
As far as I'm
nothing-
concerned,
it's
this
nothing
podcast
like high
didn't even
school.
exist until I got here.
It's
I just
nothing.
think
It's
those
nothing
are
like high
those are
school.
the old days,
Hold on, I gotta see if it's
No,
still
it's
there.
just a sausage
It is.
fest.
Of course.
Yeah,
All right,
well, it's
right
fine.
up.
As is most bourbon and cigar parties. So.
All right. So are we talking about Fox and Odin?
Yeah, Fox
from
and Odin.
The handsome. That's how we got down that crazy road because
Yes.
the handsome gentleman from Coppercraft
Yes.
and Coppercraft has their hand in Michigan in this. So is Fox and Odin? I wonder if it's available.
This is nice. I like the stuff.
Nationwide. Yeah.
I mean, the
But,
price point's a little high. It's a $100 bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
George,
I mean-
do you have a price point on a bottle that you're like, I like to spend this. I will not ever spend more than this.
When it comes to bourbon,
Yeah.
I'm like $150. Anything higher?
Yeah,
It's like
And that's only when I'm gifting. I don't even keep
Yeah.
a bottle like that. Yeah,
But when it comes
you know.
to tequila,
I'm trying to impress some people with that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Or I'm going to the-
I've spent $400
Really?
for tequila,
Oh, tequila.
Yeah.
Oh.
but
Did it come with
Did it
like
come with a hand
shoes? I was gonna say I was saying platform shoes and to dance on the bar. You went with a hand job.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
There you go.
A free cup of soup.
No soup for you.
Wow, 400 on a bottle of tequila. What
Yeah.
what was it? What was it? What was it?
It was Don Julio, and it was a. They don't make it anymore.
That's probably over there.
That was
make
at
it
1942.
It wasn't 42.
So it's a step up,
It's a
step or
step-
two
it's
up from
called-
the 42 is
it's-
like 100, 200 bottles.
Yeah. Well, you could get it when it first was like. Now it's
Yeah.
like $200 a bottle,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this was Real.
All right.
Don Julio Real. A nice bottle.
Real?
And I bought it for my son's graduation, and we drank a ton of it that night.
And people were mixing it with squirt.
Three-
and it was-
3 weeks
And you're
later-
like, you pagans.
It's underrated mixer, by the way.
as I got down to the last couple shots,
Yeah,
3
yeah,
weeks
yeah.
later,
Yeah.
they say we're not making it anymore.
Oh,
So now you want that bottle? It's like $900 a bottle.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Ain't gonna
and
buy
somebody at that party mixed it with squirt.
Somebody did.
Somebody
Yeah,
did.
somebody did.
Somebody did.
that. Yeah, I can't tell
Hey,
you that.
you know what?
I'm not going to tell you that I didn't have fun that night.
Yeah, yeah.
and lost track of what people were drinking.
That's it.
But yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Because we talk about bourbons, how to drink them, how you should drink them, how they're made to be drank.
Any way you want.
Anyone who's selling bourbon says drink it.
Drink
Yeah,
it,
however you want to
drink
drink
it,
it.
and buy a second and third bottle,
Yeah.
please.
That's they don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah.
I don't
Yep,
care
yep.
if you mix it. I don't care
I
if
don't
you
care. Just
Right.
keep,
Sip it.
just
Exactly.
keep buying it and enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yep.
keep
Put
buying it.
my kids through college. Yes.
Exactly.
All right, this Fox and Odin, I'm enjoying.
Yes.
I'm enjoying. The Traveler, I did not
Did you
enjoy.
give your rating on that?
I'm definitely
I
three
said
choices
I'm
again.
glad I have a bottle at home as a conversation piece.
Yes, you did.
So
so you screw around with it.
yeah, I'll screw around with it.
Yeah, I'm
So-
still killing Traveler, but I'm only screwing Fox and Odin because of the price point.
There you go.
I'll tell you, it's
This
nice.
bottle is kind of like being in Vegas.
the
This
bo-
is what 90.
This is like a 94, 95 MSRP. But I'll tell you what, it's a great conversation piece in the bottle itself. It's very, reminiscent of a phallic symbol
I was gonna
those
go. I was
Willet
gonna
bottles
go.
are even worse.
or a
but
Willet
They
bottle.
don't have one of those tall, skinny ones. You can see the container.
Oh, the Willet. The
This is
Willet
like
pot
Willet
still,
has all those crazy
the pot
bottles.
stilled one. We did, that
Yeah.
was one of
Oh,
our
that was-
first episodes we
yeah.
did together.
That's right.
Actually, it's more of a
Aw.
I Dream of Genie.
I was
type
gonna
bottle.
say, yeah,
I Dream
yep.
of Genie.
Little
yes.
Barbara Eden
There you
action.
go.
there.
You gonna rub that out, Matt? Yeah.
And that's the
That's-
name of the porno.
As long as we're being 12, gotta go for
I was a military kid, yeah.
it.
So
But Fox and Odin and him, isn't that a threesome?
Odin's Raven. That is a threesome.
It's Great Odin's beard. You keep saying Raven.
no, it's great. Odin.
That's,
Raven.
That was
Uh,
Great Odin's beard was
Ron Burgundy.
Burgundy.
No, he said Great Odin's Raven.
Raven. Yeah.
all right. Well, we'll
Agreed.
we'll do a penalty shot after this.
You
if
can
I'm
ask you can ask the
penalty
hypnotist.
shot.
wrong. Okay.
Penalty shot. Yeah, and I know because they play
Great
that they play that
Odin's
clip.
Raven.
They play it on the hypno all the time. And there's a bourbon. There's actually a scotch. A scotch. There's a Great Odin's Raven scotch, and I want to get a bottle of it. Norris Wade again.
It is a
It's
scotch.
probably super crappy, but again, I just want to have it on the bar, just as a conversation piece.
Man, that escalated
Damn it, I'm wrong.
quickly. I mean,
Kinda,
that
you know,
really
like
got
the,
out of hand fast.
Select the penalty shot for me.
The Valentine's, not the Valentine's.
All right, travelers, it is.
The Detroit City Distillery. Yeah, there you go. That's a penalty. The Detroit City Distillery punch key smells fantastic.
It's great. It's great in the nose.
Smells wonderful.
It's the first one's great. It's okay. The flavors are there.
Yeah.
It's always mixed well with cranberry juice. To be honest
okay.
with you, all
Right
of
on.
them always have. If you want to,
Okay.
but if you're drinking flavored vodka, you want to drink flavored vodka. People
Yeah,
they don't want to mix it. It's always a great bottle on your shelf.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's been
It's-
it working in a bar in Hamtramck
Polish
for
boys.
16 years. They sat there. They were hard to move.
Yeah.
Until you made novelty shots out of it,
Yeah.
it didn't move.
Right.
But it's a great bottle to have on your shelf.
Again, another one I want
And
to
it
have on my
smells
shelf.
amazing. It's great. The nose is perfect on this stuff. On this, it really is.
The yeast
and they
is
have
there.
it even when they tasted worse. But the first ones tasted terrible, but they had great nose. You had that raspberry and bread. Who doesn't love that? It's just great.
Yeah.
This year they collaborated with some other people. We'll see.
All right.
There's more chit chat. I'll
There's a
have
lot-
my
there's a
token
lot.
one. I'll have my token one
there's
on
a lot.
Tuesday.
Punchki Day is coming up here pretty
It's
quick.
on Tuesday. I don't know when this is gonna. This might hit the podcast waves after Punchki Day. But
This could
yes.
be a Fourth-
They make a
this could be a
Punchki
4th of
vodka.
July
Do you think
episode
they
the way
make
I
that's
go.
what- yeah.
Punchki
Bourbon.
bourbon?
Oh,
On purpose?
Detroit Distillery.
they'll do
Oh,
anything.
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They do everything on purpose, but I don't know if they've ever done a bourbon on purpose with punchies.
Yeah.
We'd have to find out.
Or punchek when there's one of them.
Wouldn't go
Stay
bad
tuned.
with
Hang
a
out with
punch.
Polish guys. They tell
No,
you,
you're-
punchy is multiple. It's plural. It's punchek when there's. I'm like, okay, whatever. Conrad.
Come on,
Zip it and get the zip it and get the crate of whiskey out of
Don't you have a don't you
Don't
have
make
a
me call
don't you have a
you coffee.
Polish festival to plan or something? Go
yeah,
ahead.
and a blowout now.
Get
He's
on
brought-
that.
He single-handedly brought the blowout back.
Oh, nice.
Good for him.
Yeah, the Metro Times let their trademark expire.
There's some great.
Guess who has it now?
There's some great events happening. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, Hamtramck, there's some great music events and social events.
Saturday's the Punchki
There.
Run, and I think it's more fun than Punchki Day. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. You do the 5K, and then the bars just fill up with people who aren't fighting, puking, or peeing in the alleys. And there's no tents. It's just bars full of people dancing at 1:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And they're all wearing like running gear. No one's trying to impress anybody. It's just the degenerates don't know about it. It's just a great day.
Okay.
It's a
What day
great
is
day.
this?
It's Saturday.
This
And
Saturday.
there's free beer.
Hey.
Free
Yes,
beer.
everyone who runs gets a free beer, and they're like, "Look, these
Hey.
kegs are open. Start drinking." And
How about
But
if I
you
just
gotta
stand
run
here and
for it
not run?
first.
Yeah.
No,
how long
people
did
that
I-
Can I run around the keg?
I've not ran, and then just get in line and get your beer at the end.
Fair
Just
play.
get your beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ran a 5K or a 10K Tough Mudder just to get a free beer. So 5K, that's like
Hey.
nothing, man.
There you go.
It's not even in the mud.
No.
Matt, how do we wrap these things up normally?
How do we wrap things up?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
I feel like we have to have
Well-
a third one so we can decide who we're going to marry.
Oh, that's a good point. So screw, marry, kill on the Fox and Own. Did we do that?
Screw.
You're gonna screw around with
Just
it?
because
Yeah.
Because the price,
price point.
price point.
I would marry this because not because Fox and last name, because I actually really enjoy this porn.
See, this is what happens when you marry the first one you screw.
Hello.
Where's my alarm? Where's it?
That's
I'm
the
late.
name of the porno.
I'm late.
So that's why when the bells.
Oh, did that actually happen?
He's gonna marry the first. He's gonna marry the first
Too
one he
soon.
screws, and she's gonna treat him like shit.
I can see you saying marry it. I mean, it's always going to give you that it's dependable.
Satisfaction.
That's it. So I was going for like, subscribe, leave a comment.
All right.
She may
All
not
right.
get
Well,
hers,
Do
Punch,
all
but
those
you get
podcast
yours.
things and all the podcast
I know,
places.
I know, but I was ready
That's
for
what you-
another one.
I was fishing for an end. Matt's fishing for another pour.
Well,
Look at
we have 40 minutes until we turn to the pumpkins here, right? So we don't have to do all of it on the podcast. You know?
all right. So yeah,
but
tune
yes,
in
no,
next time.
Again, a huge thank you to
Same
if
bourbon
you're-
channel.
the Wine Garden, Tony.
Absolutely.
In the Wine
Yep.
Garden, 2 locations, Sterling Heights and in St. Clair Shores.
Yep.
Amazing bourbon picks, and they are knowledgeable about more than just bourbons. Tony's like crazy on the mezcals and tequilas
Yeah.
right now too. And so if you're looking for just very cordial, I tell that story too. I went into this place in Royal Oak, and the guy was like a total tool to me. He was like, "You don't shop here," and I'm like, "You're right."
Not anymore.
Yeah, not
And
anymore.
And I never will again. I just moved into the neighborhood, and guess what? I'm gonna drive another 15 miles back to my old neighborhood because I love those guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So they're so personable and great. So if you're in the Metro Detroit area, and if you're not in the Metro Detroit area, there's stores like that around. You just got to hunt and pick and find one and find those good people.
Mhm.
You take care of them, they'll take care of you.
Yeah.
And like us, you take care of us, we take care of you. You like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Maybe
and
we'll
then,
invite you to the bunker next time.
We'll keep all you. It happened for George.
It happened
Yeah.
for George.
It was
He subscribed.
like-
we
he
hit
was-
random
he
subscriber.
was like,
Hey, guess what?
you should
You're on the
invite
show.
me, and I'm like, okay, winner.
We got one guy this month.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, we've done it. What we've had
Winner, Arby's dinner. Yeah.
Arby's.
All right.
But
You got
I love
any
doing these
horsey
remotes.
sauce?
Thank you, Jamie, for getting here early to set it up.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you, Jamie.
All
I'll
good.
leave you with one song since we're on the Traveler.
Yeah.
And Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check out "Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore."
Daddy didn't pray.
Good song.
About
All
what? What does he not pray about?
Obviously, his girlfriend or mom is not. Well, the girlfriend's not peeing on a stick.
Okay.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers.
Get that,
That's Jamie Flanagan.
that's Matt Fox.
Is that the name of a porno?
I'm August Gitschlag.
Yeah, you are.
That's George Munger over there, the one and only. Thank
Cheers,
you for joining us,
fellas.
George. Good to see you, buddy. And glad you're healthy and wise.
Thank you.